She is going.
She is going. We gonna let this cat get his headphones on where he can hear my sultry voice.
Your what?
Sultry? You don't know what sultry is?
What is sultry?
I don't know the definition of sultry. All I know is that's what people say. Like, you know, James Earl Jones, the dude who played Darth Vader, or the voice of Darth Vader, he has a sultry voice, quote unquote.
Sultry voice.
Yeah, it's just like a deep voice that, I don't know, could inspire romance. That's the Jacob definition of sultry.
Gotcha.
So
y'all
can look up sultry in your own time because we're actually live this time.
Yeah, that was my bad.
Me and Joey talked for 15 minutes and it wasn't even a recording. We had no idea. We just went right into it, started going, dude, but we didn't notice.
Yeah.
Guys, welcome to the Battaglia Theory.
Once again,
yeah. Welcome to the Battaglia Theory Part 2. It's your boy, Jables. Ooh, have you ever watched Tenacious D?
No.
No?
No.
Joey, that really, oh my, that surprises me, dude.
Really?
Yeah. Heck yeah, because it's Jack Black and...
I'm not a fan of him. I love him as a person. Like,
podcast is canceled. New producer. I'm just canceled.
Musically, I've never been a fan of him.
I don't see.
When it comes to like older metal, no.
Destiny hates him too.
Yeah.
The wife. That's who my wife is, for those who don't know. But can't stand Tenacious D. I'll be playing him all the time and she just hates it.
Yeah.
I like it because it's like this cat is so musically talented. He can make stupid stuff into good music. You know? Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny, dude. It's probably the best movie that, I don't know if there's any more Tenacious D's, but that's the only one I've seen was the Pick of Destiny, and it is.
Is it a movie or is it a band?
It's a movie.
A movie, okay.
It's a movie about a band called Tenacious D.
Didn't he do another movie like about a band? Like
that's School of Rock.
School of Rock, okay.
That's what
I've
you're
seen that.
thinking of.
I actually love that movie.
Well, that's pretty much add a couple of vulgarities and Dave Grohl. Dave Grohl is in it. He plays the devil.
The devil.
Because what it is the Pick of Destiny is a tooth off of the devil that this wizard broke to send the devil back to hell, I guess, is how it goes. I haven't seen it in a while, but in the Pick of Destiny, it says in that movie that like all the great rockers used it, like AC/DC's guitarist, like Slash used it, like all sorts of great guitarists use this pick, and that's what made them good.
Gotcha.
You know, like it was pretty much the whole story selling your soul to the devil for good music. Because what was that blues player who met the devil at the crossroads? Supposedly,
Alan Jackson.
It's a country, but he could have, because Alan Jackson was good for his time too, so he might have sold his soul to the devil. Who knows?
Didn't he like make the song "Devil Went Down to Georgia"?
That's the Charlie Daniels band, I think.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure. Where's my? Hey Siri. Oh, you ain't gonna listen to me. Freaking, that's so funny.
Yeah, when it comes to like country music and stuff, like I just have no clue.
Me neither. Other than like what, Chris Stapleton? Chris Stapleton's the only country singer that I really actually like know. Johnny Cash I listen to a lot, like Ring of Fire, classic.
No,
dude, Johnny Cash was one of the first rock stars, man. I mean, other than Elvis, because before him it was Elvis, but that was it. Like, they didn't have no TV, like, or they just had TV, just had radio, you know, so they had to have. So he didn't, like, nobody matched that type of professionalism, you feel me? Never reached to the stars like they did, you know? Michael Jackson's one of them, too, because he was, you know, Jackson 5 and then, you know, that. What was I looking up?
Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Devil Went Down to Georgia. I'm pretty sure that's the Charlie Daniels band.
I know. All I know.
Charlie Daniels band. Yeah,
Charlie.
I was right. I was right.
My bad. I don't even know who they are. I just know the song.
I just know the song and the crazy fiddle playing, dude. Yeah. Dude, this recording 2.0 has turned out better than the first one already.
I think so, yeah.
No, we talked about stupid stuff, man. We talked about the groundhog. I guess the groundhog is all just a fairy tale, fable BS. Like, no, it's a Philadelphia one. Is that what it was? Philadelphia?
Yeah.
A Philadelphia superstition is what they called it. because I guess it's cloudy if it's spring is coming this late in the winter, so he can't see his shadow if it's cloudy, so then therefore spring's fixing to come. But if it's clear skies, then that means 6 more weeks of, I don't know how it all works out. Google wouldn't give me a definite answer on it, but basically it's superstition.
You know, I was thinking, I was like, I wonder why it's not a Tennessee tradition too. And then I realized Tennessee is 98% redneck, so if a groundhog come up out of a ground, we'd
shoot it and kill it, dude. Yeah, well, because groundhogs are a nuisance, man. Mm-hmm. Like, they leave mounds of, 20 feet tunnels in your yard. Like, you'd be mowing and all of a sudden your mower's in the ground like 12 feet under, I never fully introduced him. I did the first recording. That's why I thought I introduced him already. This guy is Joey Lewis, dude. He is going to be the...
Hello.
He's going to be the new producer for the Battaglia Theory, where I ain't got to mess with the computer, where all I can do is run my yapper like I love to do. But I figured I'd get him as a guest on here. He says he's not going to have his own mic and camera whenever he is the producer behind the computer, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. It's the Battaglia Theory for a reason. That means I get to call the shots, but I ain't paying him, so he can't say no. But no, dude, this cat is a very interesting fellow, man. I've known Joey for years, dude. I talked about his drumming for a good 5 minutes of the last recording, but
this man glorifies me.
Dude, because you're a phenomenal drummer, bro. Like, never in my life, man, have I know a lot of drummers, we were a drumline together, so we know a lot of drummers, and you were definitely always at the top of the heap as far as drum sets, man. Like, sorry to Jesse Pullum, Pud Hut, Nick Herman, all of y'all. I love you. Y'all are great. But everybody, I'm the bottom. Oh, no. I'm at the bottom of the list. Oh, I unplugged my headphones. That's what it was. I was like, oh, no, I messed something up. What is happening here?
We can't forget about Josh Paws, though. That man, he supersedes me in every instrument ever. He is a god when it comes to music.
Bro,
he is like
you're definitely,
one of my number one idols.
Dude, no, you're a close second. And I'm sure he would agree. I don't think he would be offended by that, but you're definitely running up, if not neck to neck, if not over. Josh Qualls, Nick Herman, Jesse Pullum, Pud Hut. I think that's the only people we know that plays drums.
Yeah.
Y'all are good, bro. And all of you, literally all of you are better than me. I'm at the bottom of the heap, and here you are at the top of the heap. But, dude, yeah, he's a phenomenal drummer, a phenomenal musician. This cat can sing, play piano, play guitar. You see all of it back here. Oh, let me move. Piano, guitar. Yeah, dude, this cat he's a phenomenal musician, for real. He's humble.
Appreciate that.
He's too humble, I say is the problem, but it's not a problem because being humble is a good thing. But this man can't take a compliment to save his life. Cannot.
I grew up in a non-musical house. The only other person in my household that actually played music was my grandmother, which is on my dad's side. She played piano for like churches and stuff like that. And I was literally the only one in all generations that I can think of that actually plays music. So I guess my parents just didn't really know how to appreciate it, and I just never got those compliments or anything, or, oh yeah, that's good, or yeah, that could be better, that constructive criticism and everything. But yeah, I just kind of took what I could from other people and went from there.
Dude, I'm telling you, bro, you're top level, man. Your stick control, y'all, we're fixing to talk drums for a second. So if you don't play drums, you have no idea what we're talking about. But your rolls, man, your stick control, like I said, it was this. Me and him were in drumline together. We played quads together. My senior year, his junior year, and this cat ended up being section leader. Shout out to Dalton Hawkins, man. If this cat's listening, bro.
I felt so bad that year. I was like, man, it's his senior year.
And I didn't even get to enjoy it, bro.
No, he had to stay on the inside of the drum line.
It was good. No, I don't know, man. It offended me for 5 seconds, probably. And then after that, I was like, this cat is 15 million times better than I am.
See, I didn't think so because I couldn't read notes. Like,
me neither. I couldn't read music. I'd have you play it for me to learn it. Joey.
Gotcha. So
You
I had to
forget
make
that.
up something,
Yeah.
and then you would have to learn it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
okay.
if it was made up, and that was the problem. So if you're gonna blame anybody, blame this guy because I learned
Sorry,
from him.
Dalton.
So, nah, man, for real, dude. Like you're a phenomenal. Just like I said, musician. I won't even say just drummer because your drumming is, it's amazing, dude.
Thank
I
you.
could for real watch you play drums all the time.
I appreciate that.
Like because you're just flawless almost. You know, it's perfect. But the fact that you can play and perfect so many other instruments, like you can play the heck out of a piano, you can play the heck out of a guitar, like you can sing, bro. Like
Thanks.
he's getting all shy now. He's saying, "Oh, thank you." Like, nah, bro, Joey, you're great for real, man. I know you don't hear it enough, but yeah, dude, you're a phenomenal musician all the way around.
I appreciate that a lot.
And he's also a computer genius, dude. Like, this is all him, dude. And none of this is me. I'm stupid whenever it comes to computers. I can barely run the iPhone I have. Like, so he is going to be the new producer of the podcast where, like I said, I ain't got to mess with it, man. And I figured having you as a guest would be great. People get to know the man behind the scenes of it, you know.
Making it work.
Well, you're succeeding, dude, for sure. Like I said. Guys, we didn't talk about sponsors at the beginning of this podcast. Sure enough, because usually I got it all right under me. We're trying to do a new way of doing things because I told y'all last week we weren't going to be live streaming, and so Joey, the main man here, he's going to be mixing camera and audio together to make it all fit. He's going to be throwing up his own stuff where we ain't got to use a streaming service where I can get out of paying money every month. You know, it's cheap. It's not expensive to do, but let's see. Painter's Dream Productions, I know, is a wonderful sponsor. I know the names. I just don't know the locations, phone numbers, stuff like that. But Painter's Dream Productions is my uncle's business. He's a computer whiz too, dude. He's the one who made this podcast possible, like I said. And he can do anything from graphic design. Like he made this logo that's on my cup. You know, y'all see it literally every week, so I ain't gonna sit here and show it. But not the cup, but the logo you've seen. They put the logo on my cup. Shout out to 2.0 Crafting at Brittany Norris. You're the one who made this beautiful cup possible. But yeah, dude, Perry, he's a genius, man. He can
Uncle Perry?
Yeah, Uncle Perry. He owns. Yeah.
What's up, Uncle Perry?
Yeah, dude. We all did this whole dual triplet trio drum cover thing years ago. We drove all the way down to McMinnville. I had my drum set. He had his drum set. It was crazy, man. We had 3 drum sets in one basement. It was pretty legit, man. But
Me and him battled it out on, what was it, Nightmare by Avenged Sevenfold?
Nightmare by Avenged Sevenfold, dude. Oh, man. I don't listen to music anymore. That's the sad part. I'm old, so I just listen to podcasts. I listen to people talk. I know, but it's not like radio show talk, which is totally different, totally worse.
Right.
I won't be ever. I don't know. Radio's kind of phased out in today's generation, anyways, unless you got like Sirius is what it. Yeah, Sirius XM. Mm-hmm. Howard Stern.
Good Lord.
I know, dude, but yeah, like Perry Hartman is a whiz, man. He can do anything from. I literally got the picture pulled up here because it's limitless to what this man can do, but he limited it perfectly. So he does website design, audio, video production, social media marketing, and book publishing. I forgot about book publishing last podcast, but
what is book publishing?
He's a publisher. So if you have a book idea and you got it in you've got it all together and you're going to send it to somebody, you send it to a publisher and they finalize the book, make sure everything's crisp, clean, and he sends it out to other people who then will pick it up, put it in their stores, stuff like that.
Gotcha.
That's what a publisher is.
Cool.
So so he does all sorts of stuff like that, but he also does book publishing. And the phone number for them is 931-304-1359. I'm going to send Joey all this stuff so he'll have everything going under and
right here
over and whatever this cat decides to do, because I trust him a lot more than I trust me. I had to pay a streaming service to do all this stuff, and this cat can do it for free, baby. That spells free.
Yeah.
Creditreport.com, baby. You remember that commercial, dude? Oh,
Yeah.
man. Throwback. But if you want to contact him, you can go to perry@paintersdream.com, or you can visit his website, paintersdream.com. They're always open day or night, man. I mean, I'm sure at some point in the night he sleeps, so anything past, I'd say, 8 o'clock, don't bother the man. He can get to you in the morning. So if it's important enough, like I said, he'll holler at you. But that is Painter's Dream Productions, like painter and then dream, like this wonderful dream catcher behind this guitar. You can't see it, but this man can paint your dream and make it into a reality. I made that up myself. Doesn't that work? He can paint your dream and make it a reality. Painter's Dream. You see what
magical.
I did?
That was magical.
I did it like 2 episodes ago, man, whenever I was talking about him, and I've let it stick. I'll say it literally every time because, like I said, it was a cool catchphrase that I came up with. But yeah, paintersdream.com is where you can check him out, man. Like I said, he can do anything involving all this stuff. He can do, and he can do it flawlessly. So y'all holler at him for anything you need involving a computer, you know. And then we got the wonderful other sponsor of the podcast. I was going to say wonderful sponsor, but this is the second sponsor. This is JW's Healthy Hemp. Jamie and James Winnett. I had her on the podcast. It was a couple episodes ago. You guys can check it out. It was episode 6 or 7. We're still remembering who was what, but he and she came on my podcast. Her husband was kind of in the background, but you getting antsy? You want to talk? Here,
no, I like dancing.
Oh, okay, but dude, James and Jamie, man, they're amazing people. What they do for the community, for, I know I say holistic medicine all the time, but it's the truth, because that's what hemp and CBD is. You know, you ain't got to sit here and take 800 milligrams of ibuprofen, you know, if you're swollen, or, dude, just smoke you some CBD. You won't get high. CBD is non-psychoactive, you know. Depending on the strength of it, you might or might not fail a drug test, full disclosure. So if you got a job that drug tests like I do, you got to be careful. But most of the time, CBD really don't mess with it. It's whenever you get into the Delta 8 stuff, you know, is whenever it, yeah. But like I said, Jamie and James, man, they got a shop down here in Sparta, and they also have a shop in Cookeville as well. I am trying to find the addresses. Their phone number is 931-644-8463. That is 931-644-8463. You can email them at jwhealthyhemp@yahoo.com, or you can visit their website, jwshealthyhemp.com. Let's go to about here. I know that if y'all are in Sparta and you want to go visit out their store, they're literally at the Exxon at the 4-way stop in front of Frank's. I don't know, like, I usually, like I said, I have the tickers that usually go on the bottom and tell me the addresses and stuff, but I ain't got that today, so I'm sitting here trying to remember what's what, because, yeah, I really ain't got the memory to be remembering stuff like that. But their Sparta location is 650 Roosevelt Drive, Sparta, Tennessee. That is 650 Roosevelt, like Teddy Roosevelt, Theodore Roosevelt, whichever one you prefer, Drive in Sparta, Tennessee. And then they also have a Cookeville location. They are 528 North Willow Avenue in Cookeville. That is 528 North Willow Avenue in Cookeville, Tennessee. Cookeville, Tennessee is pretty much the Las Vegas of Sparta, Tennessee. It's 15 minutes down the road, and it's a so much bigger city than us. They've got 30 million restaurants, and they also have JW's Healthy Hemp. Bazinga. Yeah, dude. I'm glad you could edit that out, because that was god awful, man. You can keep this stuff in there and make it a bloopers reel. Me and him were talking about the bloopers reel, because the first video that we didn't record, we're going to keep. And put in there for you guys. We'll probably be posting it here soon, I'm sure. But yeah, I'm an idiot. Like I said, I don't remember addresses, phone numbers. I'm bad at stuff like that. But add stuff out the way now. Guys, the Battaglia Theory, man. This is episode 9 now. 9? No, 10. We have made it 10 full episodes. I'm 80% sure. Maybe 9. But if not 9, 10. And if not 10, 9. But
Sure, it ain't 11.
don't do that. So I was confused between 9 and 10. And then you throw a third number in there. Now it's 9 or 10. I'm 90% sure. Guys, all the support and the love y'all have been giving me. My podcast it's definitely grown since day one. And I just appreciate all the support you guys have given me, because I know I'm an idiot and I know I don't really have points most of the time. I just ramble. But I think that makes a better podcast, because whenever I write stuff down and try to do a strict, this is what I'm going to talk about, this is what's going to happen, it always goes awry. This way it's a lot better, it's a lot more fun, a lot more entertaining for the people who are listening. Yeah, where we could talk about Groundhog Day being a superstition and Joey's great drumming. But went down the wrong pipe, ladies and gents. Gosh, I'm so glad that we're not doing live videos anymore, man.
That's what you want.
For real. I've never messed up this bad on a live video. It's whenever I notice that, it's not going to be live anymore, all the bugs just went through the podcast, man. But I'm glad you're sitting here with me, man. I'm glad that we get to hang out together again, dude. We haven't... I love you, bro. For real, you're a gentleman and a scholar, man. I've always looked up to you just as an individual and as a musician, especially. But just what you've built, for yourself. You might not be gigantic, and you might still be working a graveyard shift.
Yep.
But your video quality is 10 out of 10. Everything you do, you and my wife did a cover and it looked beautiful. It sounded beautiful. Like, you definitely know what's going on, man. So I'm glad that you get to come on board, man. And who knows, bro? Maybe in a year or 2 years, the Battaglia Theory will be blowing up and we'll be able to quit our graveyard shift jobs and do this full time.
That would be a dream.
It would be a dream, because this cat don't get up and do early episodes. So we are recording this at literally 6:42 p.m.
I woke up literally like an hour and a half ago.
So we got to figure that out whenever we get actual business guests on here.
Exactly.
You're going to have to just come home off work and stay up for a couple hours and then go to sleep afterwards. I think that's what's going to have to happen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'll bring you a monster every time I come down or something, give you or a snort of a, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. We don't do drugs here at the Battaglia Theory. We are smart, intelligent people. Hemp on occasion, CBD on occasion.
Diet weed.
Diet weed, exactly. Diet weed. And we get our diet weed from JW's Healthy Hemp. Bing, bang, boom. There you go, guys. That's another plug. Bazinga. Oh, my. Freaking. Dude, so, man, what have you been up to lately, bro? For real. Like I said, we don't hang out anymore, man. We just now started hanging out again after about a year. We always talk, but we never actually fully hang out face to face.
I feel like we do this all the time. Like, we'll go like a couple months hanging out like nonstop, and then it'll be like a year and a half, and then we'll be like, hey, let's hang out again. And then a couple months.
Well, I think, in my opinion, that's what a true friendship is.
Me and you both,
a friendship that can drop off because we're busy, you know.
We're adults now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, we're adults now. You got your job and then all your other extracurriculars that you do on the side other than your job, you know, and I've got my night job and 3 kids and a wife. So, like, we never really got time to actually sit down and hang out, you know, but now that's what I had to do. I had to get you on the podcast for the wife to say, hey, you can start hanging out with them again, you know. Usually she wants me to take care of the kids because there's 3 of them and 2 of us, and then you knock that down to 1 parent, so then that's 1 of them, or 1 of us and 3 of them. So either way, we're outnumbered regardless. But
so he's walking birth control.
Walking birth control, for real. If you want kids, take mine for a day. All 3 of them. I promise you will wrap it or have some other form of better contraception than condoms, because condoms don't work. I'm here to tell you. Not from personal experience, but because we were actively trying to have children. So, but I keep screwing all sorts of stuff up, man. I keep playing with wires and just fidgeting. But I keep picking up this cup, putting it down, picking it up, putting it down. Made a noise. Goodness. Dude. How long have we been going? Oh. Not long at all.
No.
I was sitting here thinking, I was like, bro, how long have we've been talking for a minute? No, good thing we got time, man, because I usually always have stuff to talk about for at least an hour, and now I'm just done. I don't know. We'll find something else to touch. Good thing you can edit all this crap out, man, because I'm screwing the pooch today, dude.
I might just leave it all in just to make you feel uncomfortable.
You might, but the goal is to get listeners.
Exactly.
And you hear quiet and rambling from a schmuck like myself, you know, like you'll turn it off pretty quick. But no, for real, dude, it's just a blessing that we get to do this podcast, you know. Like I said, when I first wanted to start one, I was like, bro, there's a million something podcasts out there right now. I was like, there's no way I'll be able to. But I don't know if there is any more local podcasts around where we're at. And if there is, I'm sorry that I don't know you. But I think we are the first podcast in Sparta, Tennessee. I'm pretty sure. I'm 80% sure. Because like I said, I haven't found anybody else. But we are the first podcast to really bring Sparta, Tennessee on the map. You know, we're a town that's stuck in yesterday, dude. We are
Yeah.
We need some updating. That's philosophically and every other way, you know, like, but so who knows? Hopefully the Battaglia theory can get Sparta, Tennessee on the map, because it's I guess with it being so small and with it just being so tight knit, it is like a little, I don't know, you either take it or leave it. You either love it or you can't stand it.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I hated it, man. I hated living out here. I hated living in a town with nobody, nothing to do. But now that I'm older, I'm like, this is nice.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't got to deal with, you know, freaking shootouts and robberies and all sorts of that wild crap that big cities have to deal with.
Exactly.
You know?
I mean,
like,
it does happen around here, though.
We do definitely have our share of crackheads. Probably more than most towns.
I was... back when I was working from home last year, there's this person that lives down the road over here, and she doesn't like to mind her own business.
Shocker.
She was right out here in front of my house directly.
And he lives in the sticks, mind you. Me and him both. I literally live 6 minutes from him, but I live way out in BFE too, so, but carry on.
Yeah.
This chick was just out here, not minding her business.
Not minding her business. She, apparently somebody had literally put like a tire track over in her side of the, her property line. Yeah. Like literally one tire track. Like they've kind of like burrowed out because his driveway was like right next to her property line and everything. And I'm logging in to work and everything, and then I open up my curtains, you know, bring some light in, and I look over, and there's 2 cop cars over there, and I'm like, okay, this is awkward. This is not what happens out here.
I'm not doing anything illegal.
Yeah.
Why are you in my house?
Yeah, like I was like, this is Kane Hollow. Like, cops don't come out here. And then next thing I know, like I'm taking calls. I'm, you know,
doing your work,
doing my job, and I hear gunshots like straight up, like it was sounding like a war zone for a minute. I was like, what is going on?
So these cops are emptying clips.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
Oh wow. White County Sheriff's Department and the regular police, they've definitely moved up over the years, man. There was a time where we were on our administration was on the Channel 4
local news.
Yeah, the local news of Nashville.
Yeah.
Because of I don't remember what it was. I know it was this guy. He had a truck and a trailer, and he was running from the cops.
Yep.
Why he was running, whatever. But I remember Odie Shoop was the old sheriff,
Yeah.
and he was talking about, oh, kill this cat, don't mess up my patrol cars. I
Yeah.
live off this
He,
yacht.
yeah.
There you go. We're keeping it nice and PG for the listeners at home, but
He said, and I quote, "Ram him, don't shoot, or shoot him, don't ram him."
yeah, because he said I don't want my patrol cars messed
Yeah.
up. Is pretty much the point of
Yeah.
it. But Steve Page, man, he's so much better of a sheriff, dude. I know him personally, not too personal, but I know him enough, on a first name basis type thing, and he's being from the other side of the law once upon a time, I did not respect police, and still to this day I kind of do and don't. There's
Yeah.
good and bads of it all, but
Yeah, everyone gets the anxieties, the panic attacks when they get pulled over.
well, because that's what I'm saying. I mean, even if you aren't doing anything illegal, they still just have this hold over you. They're literally judge, jury, and executioner every stop they make. Like, all it takes is one wrong move, and that's that, son. Like, especially, I'm not gonna say especially, because I guess there's more white people that get killed by police than blacks, but black people definitely do experience racial tension during police stops, and I'm not sitting here dismissing it, because growing up in White County, Sparta, Tennessee, there's really not many people of color here, because I know them all, because I literally hang out with them all. This is literally the only white person I hang out with. I don't hang out with white people usually. But yeah, dude, it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. The world, just not even police, just the general world we're living in. You remember in Seattle, Washington, where that militia ended up taking like half the town and just barring it up and saying this is our part of town now, and still to this day I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Yeah, cops don't go around there.
Yeah, nobody does. Nope. It's literally, they're literally just ruling their own. It's a state within a state.
Yeah,
it's
basically
crazy, dude. It's like I said, it's just, I don't know, man, all the evil, all the crazy crap that's happening. It's just America, man. America. Between the orange guy and the bumbling idiot we got now, neither are good. I'm not Republican. I'm not Democrat. I voted for Joe Jorgensen. Also, shout out to all you women who wanted a woman president but didn't vote for Joe Jorgensen. Y'all are the issue, You wanted Hillary, that broad. Nice word for it.
I didn't vote at all. I'm actually still not registered to vote because I don't care.
See,
I stay
that's a
out
thing.
in my middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And just...
I understand, but when there's one person that thinks like that, there's 15,000 people that think like that, and that's literally, that's what turns the tides, is stuff like that. So this man may not vote, but get out and vote, dude. I mean,
don't do it.
Don't listen to him, bro. This is the Battaglia theory. This isn't the Lewis theory. This is I'm just kidding. No, like, the problem is the two-party system that we got.
It
the
is.
Republican, the Democrat. Like, you either got to be way over here or way over there. When the general consensus of people is in the middle. We're not radical right, radical left. Well, we're not radical right, but our town generally is radical right. But why do I keep doing that, man? Y'all gonna see this in the video that I've pulled out my headphones like 4 times because I keep stepping on the wire because these headphones are 30 freaking feet long. Bro.
I have never seen
earbuds this long, right?
You should totally like wrap them around your...
This is why we keep you around, Joey. This is literally the first time we've kept you, but we're gonna keep you around from this point forward. Ooh, that's too much.
It's still recording.
Okay, cool. The last time it went black, he was like, "Oh, we're not recording." But yeah, no, that's really the problem, is just this two-party system, and that's really, I don't know, man, that's the point of it all, because that's how these crooked people keep doing their crooked things, is because we're so divided as a country and as a nation. If we were more moderate, more in the middle, there definitely would be a lot less corruption, I physically think.
Yeah.
I hung him over that. You saw it. I
And
hung
then
them
you
over
just
it like
ripped them
twice.
down?
Just rip them down because I fidget, man. I fidget while I'm sitting here talking because fidgeting helps me think. So, welcome to ADHD and anxiety, ladies and gents. There we go. Yeah, I still left enough room for me to play around and fidget, but yeah, dude, no, that's really the problem. I think is just the whole two-party system we got going on. You know, that's oh, I can see the time right here, so I got to keep looking over there. But we're distracted, ADHD brain. We're thinking of 50,000 things at once. But yeah, no, it's really is like, I don't know, disgusting is the first word that comes to my mind. You know, because you've got lobbyists who, you know, are in big oil, big pharma that literally write the rules for what we got going on. You know, and them, I don't know, Congress, lawmakers, Senate, House of Representatives.
Yeah.
They all take kickbacks. Every single one of them, bro. And it's, I'm not saying they shouldn't get paid, but the money they're making is not it's too much for
It's
what
not
they're
justified.
really what they're actually, it's not justified at all, dude. For because what they're actually doing, like, no. Yeah. There's no reason that somebody we appoint to represent us makes more money than literally all of us.
Exactly.
There's what? Not even, I wouldn't even say 2%. I wouldn't even say 1%. Like 0.5% of people that vote for representatives don't even make the money that the representatives make. Like, we're talking big bucks, people. Like Congress, I don't even know the salary of Congress, but we're fixing to look it up here. We'll do the salary of Congress and then the House of Representatives. But they make so much more money, like I said, through backdoor deals, you know, through these lobbyists, you know, who, oh, pass this law. Oh, hey, don't pass this law. This affects our bottom line, you know? And I need to connect to your Wi-Fi. That's probably the issue here. But anyways, no, like I said, these backdoor deals, again, dude, this is really starting to frustrate the crap out of Jacob. Mac Daddy is fixing to lose his patience, boys and girls. But I don't even know where I came up with Mac Daddy. I think I was like 10, 11. And I don't know, man. I don't know. I just came up with Mac Daddy, and it just Mac Daddy. I don't know. It just stuck. I've always kept that persona. I don't know, man. I don't know what it is. But anyways, like, it's truly disgusting where we are just as a nation, as a people. You know, there's so much divisiveness for the reason of, yeah, it's not loading, so we're gonna get your Wi-Fi here. But do your thing, Chicken Wing. We don't want to put your Wi-Fi password all over the internet.
No.
Yeah, well, it's not like you can get the Wi-Fi password until you're literally right here in the Wi-Fi. I don't know how internet works, so that could be wrong. They could literally get your Wi-Fi password from 50,000 miles away. Who knows? Who knows? Dude, speaking of who knows and technology, have you been checking out that chat bot or chat GBT?
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. Okay, so we ain't gonna get it to chat GBT. We're still talking about, hold on, Senate. What am I thinking of? Senate.
Your
how
salary?
much they make? Salary. That's what it was. Good thing we got you around, dude. Yeah, they make $174,000 per year.
Honestly, I thought they would make more.
They do make more through the backdoor deals.
Yeah.
I mean, because the president makes $400,000 a year.
Is it not 500,000?
Is it?
I'm pretty sure it's 500,000. 535,000.
President's salary is, it says $77,000 to $260,000 a year, but I think that's full of it. 400,000. Yeah, on May 14th. This is of 2001. They could have upped it.
Yeah, I'm pretty
sure. How much
sure
does the president make in 2022, the president gets paid $400,000 a year salary, is what it says.
Wow.
According to Snag a Job. It could be in cahoots, but I definitely think they make more than 400,000. Like I said, because presidents can take backdoor deals too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But no, this Chat GBT. All right, so it's AI, is what it is. You know, AI for people who don't know is artificial intelligence. Okay. This is Chat GBT. What is it? There it is. Well, what is Chat GBT used for? GPT is Generative Pre-trained Transformer, is what it's called. It's a chatbot launched by OpenAI in November 2022. It uses adaptive human-like text to answer questions, write stories, and engage in dialogue. It can even debug computer code, admit mistakes, challenge incorrect premises, and reject inappropriate requests. So I know that it passed the bar. Like the law, like whenever you want to become a lawyer, you got to take the bar to become a lawyer. It passed the bar. And it got like 75% of the questions right on the like the MD paper, like whenever you take the test to become a doctor. Yeah, it got like 75% of the questions right.
Wow.
And I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw all these vintage, it looked like vintage pictures. And they were talking about, oh, this wasn't used from a vintage camera. This was AI that created it. And it can, I don't know, man. Technology is getting wild, bro. And I don't know, man. There's so many movies on why we shouldn't be doing half the crap we're doing.
Oh, yeah.
You got iRobot. You got Terminator. You've got all of it, pretty much.
The newest one, Megan. Have you seen it? Oh, my gosh. I watched it.
Is it creepy?
It is terrifying.
I remember in the trailer, I see this chick, like, I don't know, crab walking, like backwards or frontwards, like the Exorcist type thing. And that was creepy. Like, and she, and I guarantee that's going to be a reality here soon. I mean, we've already got, like, sex robots, stuff like that.
I mean, they've actually got, like, robots like Megan that they're actually ongoing.
That you can be like a partner with. You know, you can make them your spouse, like, and they just act like I don't know, Bill Burr, who's another comedian. We were talking about comedians who do podcasts. The first recording, but Bill Burr, he does a whole bit on it, talking about like how sex robots are gonna become so sophisticated we won't want to have sex with real humans anymore. Like, so whenever we get married to a woman or a man, you know, whatever, whoever, how we won't be able to replenish the earth with people. And that's an actual problem. You know, you've got to have the median age pretty low because you've got to have people who can work to stimulate the economy.
Exactly.
You know, so if you got just a bunch of old people banging metal and plastic and silicone, you know, like, we're not going to repopulate the earth that way. You know, until we can, because there's this place, it's called CRISPR, who they literally like form and change DNA. Like, if you want your kid to have green eyes, blue eyes, whatever, they can make that happen. If you want to have a kid who don't have this disease, they can pull it out. Like, I don't know, man. It's creeping me out, dude. It's terrifying. Terrifying.
So you can like build your own kid.
Essentially. Like, because there's this guy, his name's Lex Friedman. He has his own podcast, and then he shows up on a bunch of other podcasts all the time talking about it. But he's one of like the leading AI developers. And he talks about the good of it, but he also talks about where we need to slow down and be like, oh, we really shouldn't be doing nothing like this, you know. And he like us blatantly just talks about the goods and bads of AI. And I don't know, man, it'll come a point, bro, where we'll just create something so sophisticated that it knows how irrelevant humans can be.
Oh yeah.
Because really, when you go down to the nitty gritty of it, bro, we're not that important, man. I mean, the only thing that sets us different from other animals is our opposable thumbs and the fact that we can manipulate our reality.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we can build houses, we can make Wi-Fi.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, if you talk to people in the 1800s about how one day you'll be able to have this thing in your pocket that you can call somebody from 50,000 miles away and talk to them, have a conversation, and it's all streaming through the air.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, they think you were a witch.
Mm-hmm.
They'd burn you, dude.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
it's just wild, bro.
Mm-hmm.
What we're doing and what we're becoming,
And how fast we've done it.
that's really what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, you think of like when slavery was ended was what, 1862, something like that.
Somewhere
That
in
was
there.
less than 200 years ago, dude.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, if you even think about like the technology back in like 2001 compared to what we have now, like it's absolutely insane.
night and day, dude.
Yeah.
We didn't even have iPhones in 2001.
No. Barely even had cell phones in 2001.
Yeah, barely had touchscreen. We didn't even have touchscreens, I don't think, back
I don't
in
think we did
2001. That's what I'm saying. I don't think we did either.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was young enough to not know all that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
but it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's scary. It really is terrifying, man. Like what we've done in such a short amount of time. You know, because I mean, think about the car. The first car was made in like the late 1800s going into the 1900s. And it was the dude who owned Mercedes, or the starter, the creator of Mercedes. Like his last name was Mercedes. That's why it's called Mercedes.
Gotcha.
But he made the first automobile. Technically, it wasn't Harold or Henry Ford like people think.
Mm-hmm.
He was the first. Henry Ford was the first person to actually mass produce vehicles. But it was Germany who first made the car, you know, and that was, like I said, in the late 1900s. And I mean, you think of how sophisticated a car was, of just how a car is. You've got gears that shift at a certain time. You've got 5 gears for, you know, the 5 shifting patterns you got or whatever, and you go from first gear to second gear to third gear. And that creates more power. It gives you more RPMs. Like just a car in itself is confusing enough to understand. You know, like each cylinder bangs at a certain time and moves the piston at a certain time to make you go 80 miles an hour.
Exactly.
We all think that it's just whatever, we start the key and go. You know, but there's so much craziness that's behind that. And nowadays you got cars that can, you know, basically drive themselves with Tesla. You know, you've got Bluetooth, you know, where you can connect your phone to it and your radio basically becomes your phone.
Yeah.
Like we've got backup cameras, we've got sensors on the sides of cars that tells you if you're getting too close to something or another. It's like you said, how far we've come in just a short amount of time.
Yeah.
Like, we're just fancy. We're fancy monkeys. That's all we are.
Yeah.
Like, we're monkeys with bigger brains. Like, whether you believe in evolution or not, monkeys are here. We're here. They have opposable thumbs. We have opposable thumbs. You know, they're mammals. We're mammals. Like, in a jungle, we're in captivity, free and walking. That's literally the only difference between us, and our brain's bigger. Like I said, that we can manipulate our reality. You know, because dolphins are smarter than we are.
What?
Yeah. You didn't know that?
Mm-mm.
Dolphins, they use more of their brain than we do. And the only difference is they don't have thumbs to manipulate their reality like we do.
Oh, wow.
If they had hands, they would rule the sea, bro. They would rule underwater, man. Because they're literally the smartest fish of the sea, dude. They're, like I said, their brains are so big and what they can do. You know, I mean, like them and whales are pretty much on that whole sonar thing, but they can. All of it is just crazy. Technology and specifics, you know. Like I said, if you told somebody from 18, 19, whatever, even the 1950s, you know, if you told them one day you're going to be able to use this thing called the internet, and the internet is this countless big interface that you can use to connect to other people. The internet is literally like another planet.
Yeah.
Because it's endless. the internet feels like it doesn't start, doesn't end. It's just there.
There, yeah.
Just like Earth. We're just there, you know? And how we can do so much all through the sky. The sky is how we do it. We throw up a tower here and it connects to that tower 50 miles down the road or 100 miles down the road, you know? Like, it's all just, it's insane, dude. Oh, dude, we're almost at an hour already.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. We've
actually we're at an hour and 26 seconds.
How do you see that? Because I'm looking at the 51, 32, and growing 33, 34.
Oh, I don't have my glasses on. That is a 5. I'm sorry.
It's in here. Yeah, I was looking at this bottom number right here.
Yeah.
Next to the recording that's doing it milliseconds and then going to hours and minutes.
Yeah, I don't have my glasses on. I thought it was a 6.
I was sitting here. I was like, bro, there's no way we've been going that long. It doesn't even feel like we've been going that long, even 51 minutes. But yeah, dude, no, it's just crazy what we've accomplished and what we've done in such a small amount of time.
Right.
And yet how far we are from really what we need to be. You know, I know everybody thinks of this beautiful utopia where everybody's accepted, like there's no poverty, there's no war. Like, think about this. That war is a whole nother crazy thing to think about. We think of war and we think of World War I, World War II, Desert Storm, you know. Bro, there's a war going on literally between Russia and Ukraine that's still ongoing to this day. And this is the first really war that is being noticed because Desert Storm and all that, we didn't have phones, we didn't have Wi-Fi, we didn't have cell service out there to show what's really going on. You know, you look at videos, you can look on videos on the internet today about right now, like, or just a couple months ago, about how missiles will just fly through buildings, bro, and just explode.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't have that capability to actually record that and see it. Because that's the thing. That's what people don't really recognize, especially here in America. A lot of countries have fought war. Yeah, we had the Civil War, you know, but that was 1800s, you know, 1700s, whatever. Like, we've never actually had a war on U.S. soil. The closest we got was Pearl Harbor in Hawaii.
Yeah.
And Hawaii is still 100-something miles away from the coast of our land.
Yeah.
You know, we've never had a war on U.S. soil.
Yeah.
And I think if we did, we probably wouldn't be going to war as much as we did.
Yeah.
Because we don't see the effects of war.
Yeah.
You know, we see them through a screen or we read about them or, you know, we learn about them in school or whatever. We've never had a physical war on U.S. soil. We've never had people, you know, we've never had towns destroyed due to missiles, due to whatever. Like, that's good. You know, me being from America, me living in the safe country that I'm at, that's great.
Yeah.
But there's a flip side of that coin too for the other people, for the people who actually can make war.
Right.
You know, they don't really, I mean, sure, some of them have fought in actual war, but it's never been on U.S. soil. So we can't sit here and say, oh, we want war, when we've never really actually experienced what war is. Like, we've never experienced cities being decimated, you know, hundreds of thousands of people being killed. Like, think about, the 40s? 45 was the end of World War II, so... Or no, almost 1950 was the end of World War II, but around that was Hiroshima, you know, Nagasaki, when the Manhattan Project, when we made the first nuclear weapon, dude.
Actually, I've been doing some research on this. It's actually weird that you bring this
dude,
up.
Perfect. Hit me with it, dude. I'm tired of talking.
So,
you could just talk some.
The actual first nuclear bomb was actually built in Germany. There was an American scientist that ended up somehow getting that information and mass producing, or actually making the
schematics.
Yeah, the schematics a little bit larger. So the formula for the actual like nuclear atomic bombs and everything was originated from Germany, but then the American scientists somehow got a hold of that information, blew it up, and that's how we became able to destroy,
Well, I mean, 'cause
Hiroshima
we've
with
had,
that.
we've had nuclear like power plants,
Right.
and
I mean, we've
that's
got one
all
just down the
bombs
road.
are.
Yeah.
That's all bombs are is just a small scale nuclear power plant that actually can blow up. Because
Yeah.
you got Chernobyl,
Yep.
and dude, I actually took a whole bunch of notes for a mini episode that I was gonna do on here, but I ended up not doing it. But about Chernobyl, but how. Oh, that's about the James Webb Telescope. That was like the second podcast I ever did. Was talking about the James Webb. Dude, did you ever see that? What the pictures that James Webb Telescope came out with? It was like the beginning.
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah, the
I
middle
did.
of last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, like thousands and thousands and thousands, almost millions of miles away. It's
Yeah.
not almost. It is millions miles away.
Billions.
Yeah, dude, because one light year is just under 6 million miles.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that camera, because it's infrared, so it can see better than just a regular camera, because it uses the stuff that the human eye can't see to
Right.
really pop, what a picture is, But yeah, dude, it can see like hundreds of light years away.
Yeah.
And when you put that into just under 6 million miles is one singular light year, and we can see hundreds of light years out, we can see millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of miles away from our galaxy.
Right. So it just makes me wonder, like, if they pointed in the right direction, if they could find like another Earth like this.
I
Yeah.
know it was, bro. All right, so literally, what scientists think. Screw Chernobyl for a second. You really got into the bread and butter of what I stand for. Like, what people think is Earth and time, because time is relative. Time is something that we made up. Time, money, it's all human construct, So really, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't exist.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
No.
Like, but I watched this documentary. I'm pretty sure it's still on Netflix. It's called Inside a Black Hole. And it has Stephen Hawking before he died. Like, the last work that Stephen Hawking did before he died was specifically on black holes.
Okay.
And what black holes can do.
Yeah.
Because they thought the black holes just absorb information, like absorb what's going on around them, and that's it. But they figured out that a black hole is essentially a big memory bank type thing. Like, it stores that information, and that it eventually can push that information back out if it wants to. But they think that because every galaxy has a black hole, a black hole is in the center of every single galaxy that's ever been. And you go in that black hole, and then you go in that black hole. We don't know, but what we think is when you go in the black hole, there is a whole other galaxies. Like how we're right here sitting on planet Earth in Tennessee, or in North America, in Tennessee, in Sparta. You zoom in to where we're at. You go into that black hole, there could be countless. We don't know. Right. We have no idea, because I'm gonna have to get new headphones, bro. This stuff is really starting to frustrate the crap out of me, man. Never in my life have I done this. I've done it once, and I managed to do it 8 times during this podcast. But anyways, yeah, they think that it's literally just a dream within a dream within a dream within a dream type thing. Like, there's countless of timelines, of universes, of Earths, of galaxies. But not even that. I'm talking about just right now in the Milky Way galaxy, or in all of space. Because space is limitless. We don't know where it starts and where it ends because of how big it truly, really is. Like, but me personally, I think, I'm no scientist, bro. I just have my GED, or my high school diploma. I have my high school diploma and about a year of associate degree college. I didn't even finish associate degree college, like, and none of it was based on the information that I'm fixing to tell you. It was all medical stuff. So, but statistically, dude, it's not possible that us humans I know I talked about this on my big rant 2 or 3 episodes ago. Whenever I talked about an hour and a half just by myself, I brought up aliens. Not even aliens, just people outside of Earth.
Well, they're technically aliens because
That's why because they're not of Earth.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I sit here and argue. I argue with somebody on the other day at work. You know, I'm like talking about, oh, there's no such thing as aliens. Statistically, it's not possible, bro. It is not possible that you're telling me that Earth, specifically Earth and only this Earth,
in all of space.
in all of space,
Yeah.
exactly, the hundreds of millions of billions of trillions of miles of undiscovered space, we are the only people that live and breathe and exist.
I don't see it.
Statistically, it's not possible. Like
Yeah.
I said, with how many galaxies, with how many planets, with how many, just with how much is out there, we're the only ones. The only ones. No. BS. You're full of crap. Like, there's no way. Physically, like I said, mathematically, it's not even possible. And math and science are the center of what makes us us, from what we think. From what we think. Like I said, this is all theories. That's why we called it the Battaglia theory, because there's always a theory in each episode, because that's why I really called it that. That's why I wanted, sitting here trying to think of a name. It was like the Battaglia theory, because I got a bunch of ideas and theories are pretty much
The same.
the same thing. Yeah. Theories are untested ideas, essentially. I have this theory, then you use hypothesis to figure it out, the
Exactly.
scientific method. See, I'm not as stupid as people think I am. I might act like a book smart. I'm not. But when I'm interested about something and I'm interested about life outside of us, man, because it's just, I don't know. That's what makes me personally feel better.
Yeah.
When I think my life is crap, I'm going through this, I got X amount of dollars in the bank and I got all these bills, or I'm in the red and I got all these bills, whatever. That's what I start thinking about. I start thinking about life outside of mine. What is going on in other lives that other people experience that's worse than me? That's
Right.
what really brings me back down to center. And okay, we can breathe, we can chill, and it's stuff like that, because there's child slaves, man,
Yeah.
that are in Liberia right now. Freaking, it's, about red diamonds and such, right?
Yeah.
And how we get our cobalt and
Yeah.
It's sad, ain't it? It's disgusting.
Yeah.
All right, so if y'all don't know what we're talking about here, cobalt mining is a growing industry because of cell phones, because of electronic cars. Anything with a battery has to use a percentage of lithium and cobalt. That's how we make our batteries that store energy currently. That's changing, but currently. We get that from Libya. I don't know if it's Liberia, whatever. It's literally a country that's so rich in cobalt, it provides cobalt, lithium for everybody, because there's just so much of it. And there's so many countries that that will hire mercenaries that get people from towns, not just people, I'm talking men, women carrying children, women that actually have birthed children and still have to carry them because they're infants and don't know how to do anything. Children to go into these mines, breathe in all this toxic crap just to get this stuff for us, to make an iPhone, to make a computer, to make a Tesla, to make, whatever. That's the world we're living in. Like, most of the stuff that has a battery, you could guarantee that it was used through slave labor. These people get paid cents on the day. They got a gun to their head, keep working, don't stop. You don't get a break. What's a break? Keep working, like
Modern day slavery.
Like, yeah, slavery might have ended in America, but there's other countries where it hasn't. And stuff like that is where it hasn't, man. And it's just, like I said, bro, we've all got one life, and this is what we chose to do with it. This is what really, I don't know, it's what frustrates me, because I'm not sitting here trying to get a handout. I'm not sitting here trying to whatever. But when I've got a child who has special needs, he's got a tube in his stomach, a GI tube that feeds him because he can't take anything by mouth. We were going to Vanderbilt, but now we're going to Erlanger. I mean, so it's not really, it's about 20-minute difference between Chattanooga from here and Nashville from here. But either way, like, it's still an hour plus drive.
Yeah.
We've got to do that at least once every 2 weeks, if not more. And that's change, bro, there and back. Like, it's a full tank there, a full tank back type thing, Like, and I'm not sitting here looking for handouts, I'm not sitting here looking for pity, nothing like that, bro. But 3 kids, 2 parents working. The wife works full time. I work full time, plus overtime, and still, bro, the bills overpile what we make. And it just makes you really sit here and think about this. Out of all the things that we started on a trade and barter system, and we went from trade and bartering to, okay, let's make this thing called money. And we have the money that matches the gold that we have, that we think, and then Andrew Jackson came along, pulled out that. So now, literally, money is just what we think it costs. If I have a $5 bill and you have and I want to buy something from you, I hand you a $5 bill. The whole reason that $5 bill works is because I say it's a $5 bill and you say it's a $5 bill. The equivalent of what I give you is $5. And what's a dollar? $1. You can bring that to cents, to pennies. It's literally the whole money system. I did it again, folks. The whole money system, because I talk with my hands. That's the problem. I just be willy-nilly, but that's what... It's exactly what it is, because I don't have as good stick control as you do. I can't sit here and just do. I gotta literally throw my whole forearm into it. I remember that's what Dalton always talked about. You're too stiff. You gotta loosen up. I can't loosen up, dog. I can't. My fingers aren't fast like y'all. So I gotta use my whole arm to match what y'all got. But anyways, that's literally all that money is. You bring it down to a penny. A penny is what we believe as, I think it's worth 1 cent, you think it's worth 1 cent. Yeah. That's all money is. Okay, it's 7:26. That's all time is. I agree it's 7:26 at night. You agree it's 7:26 at night. It's all a construct. It's all a theorem. That we say, this is what it is, this is what you guys got to say it is. And that's what money is, that's what time is, that's what most man-made things are. I'm going to get a new pair. Dude, I'm going to get a new pair of headphones. Next week, y'all going to see me with actual headphones.
Yeah, you need some like these.
Well, I have skull candies.
Skull candy.
Bro, look at you with your fancy Dr. Dre beats. Nah, bro, them beats are hard. I remember having a pair back in high school from a certain somebody who got me them. We're not going to go there. Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. What didn't you buy me? Anyways, if you're hearing this, I'm sorry. And my wife, if you're hearing this, I'm also sorry. But anyways, yeah, no, I remember having Beats. Like, whenever Beats first came out, I had the red pair because that was the only color they had. Like, Beats are good, for sure. But skull candies are cheap. Yeah. So, and they're good for what you pay for.
They're decent.
Beats are great, but you got to pay $200 for them.
I actually got these for free, so.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
I bought them with points from our work system back when I was working at the call center. So